Good morning. The solid coupons continue today. Very unusual for a Monday. Let's have a look at yesterday. If you attended the live stream, we were trying desperately to find a value angle in once Brighton scored an early goal. When you've got a very strong favourite like this and the opponent scores the first goal very, very early, it's very difficult to find any value. We did eke out something from the half-time market, and that's something for you to think about. Half-time markets are available for you, particularly with early concessions.
This market is now in play.
But it's a good way for you to collect trading angles. And Diaz coming up with a 27th minute goal. Perfect. We backed 1-1, 2-1, any unquoted in the half-time score market. Also backed, tried an experiment with Dutching in the correct score market for the full time. I went with 2-1 break even, 1-1 break even, 3-1 any other home score. And we were very unlucky. We got a goal disallowed second half to have made it 3-1, which was a pity. Could have laid the draw second half as well. When I last looked, it was about 3.5, which is reasonable enough for laying the draw in what was, of course, a must-win for Liverpool with Man City and Arsenal playing each other. That was one of those derby-style matches. Don't tend to play. Anything can happen. Augsburg and FC Köln. Well, could have laid the late draw. About 1.25 and lower because of the need for a win for both teams. And this was a poor display from Augsburg. They should have expected a lot more dominant display. But a superb performance from Heidenheim. I wouldn't have laid Stuttgart 2-0 up, though. That's the problem. So I'm not Mystic Meg, alas. I couldn't have foreseen that Heidenheim recovery. Yes, both teams to score are possible. Bochum and Darmstadt.
This market has been suspended.
Thank you. That's a poor performance from Bochum here, although they did lead 2-0 with Mr. Hoffmann. But let it slip against the Darmstadt, who realistically are done, dead and buried. Bochum could have done with a win just to have improved that gap between them and the relegation places. Another 2 points onto that, take them up to 28. Darmstadt are down. It's academic whether they get a point or not. But another reminder to you that these sides can put up an above expectation performance, particularly in the relegation threatened places. Ajax and Pek Zwolle. I'm not sure if Pek Zwolle scored first. No, it looks as if it was a comfortable afternoon for Ajax. Back to winning ways without any European distraction. This was the profit maker of the day, Feyenoord and Utrecht. A nice enough green screen there for Feyenoord. We could have made a bigger profit because Utrecht led 0-2, one of the goals being a penalty. So we could really have, or should really have topped up on Feyenoord after the second Utrecht goal, which was a surprise, and it was that penalty. So no panic stations. Nice £41 green screen there. In an ideal world, we would have laid the draw second half in the 20 Heracles match. Almere and Volendam, arguable that you would have laid the draw here as well. Second half, given the 1.4 status pre-match. The right side scored first in Almere City. That's what we expected, and you'd have got that decent odd swing, regardless of the equaliser later on. Celta Vigo and Rayo Vallecano did lay the late draw, 1.25 and lower, because of the need for points for both of these two sides. Kept our liabilities ultra low. Could have got the Desmond 2-2 here if you stuck with Girona throughout. Real Sociedad, rather inevitable win against Alaves based on seasonal form. Good result for Real Madrid in what could have been a trickier fixture against Atletico Bilbao, but I was fast asleep by then. Allsvenskan and Superettan, watching brief at the moment, but they will be important leagues for us throughout the season. So fair enough. Live stream yesterday, nice to see so many attendees. Not much going on after the live stream. Very, very quiet indeed. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. On to today, and there will be a live stream at 3 p.m. And it's normally my day off Monday, but it looks good. We've got the Irish Premier Division, Irish First Division today. It's too early in the season to research these leagues just yet. So really a watching brief. Pay attention to the odds on favourites as well. That's the market's idea of the likely winner. Don't know what they're basing it on though, because there's hardly any matches played. Serie A looks pretty good coupon today. Bologna deserving of that favouritism against Salernitana, coming off the back of a number of wins. Bologna only losing to Inter Milan of late. Salernitana just can't buy a win at the moment. They are down. This is highly likely to be a comfortable afternoon for Bologna. We're expecting 2 or 3 goals from them at least today. Cagliari and Verona is a little tougher to call, so I'll give that one a slight avoidance. Sassuolo Udinese 2.5 the favourite again. The main angle with Udinese, they tend to collect a lot of draws. But 2.5 the favourite, I'm not going to research. Lecce against Roma. Well, this is a new Roma under Daniele De Rossi. He's tending to get 2 goals out of this Roma side, and that's what I'll stick with today. I would be favouring Roma under the new manager. Inter Milan, very strong favourite against Empoli, and deservedly so. We're expecting 2 or 3 goals from Inter today. They tend to score first and they tend to lead at half-time. So we're highly unlikely to get a trade here unless this is a concerted 0-0. I think Empoli have been on a run of 3 consecutive 1-0 defeats, so they can be a thorn in the side. We've got the Eerste Divisie, Romanian 1 League. Spanish La Liga, Villarreal against Atletico Madrid. 2.2 the favourite. But Villarreal have a concerted problem scoring, or beating top sides. But they're unbeaten since the 20th of January, but all defeats against the top 7, and they're playing 5th today. So I'm not sure why Atletico Madrid's odds are not shorter than this. Maybe there might be an absentee or 2. Do check team news. They have missed Griezmann of late. No major absentees today. Lamar from Kajagoogoo is unable to play, and Lindsay de Paul is unable to play as well. Favouring Atletico Madrid on seasonal form. Allsvenskan and Superettan, as alluded to earlier on, far too early in the season. First matches of the season, in fact. We've got 3 odds on favourites at home. We'll see how accurate the market is. Elfsberg and Malmo, one of only 2 sides to break the 60-point barrier last season. So the Elf might be worth following today. As we move down, we're heading towards the English Championship, English League 1, English League 2. That's why I'll be doing a live stream later on. Busy day, as befits an Easter Monday. The way we attack these leagues, get to know, as I said in yesterday's live stream, get to know the relegation threatened sides who might overperform. Forest Green and Sutton, Colchester and Grimsby. So Forest Green, Sutton, Colchester and Grimsby would be the 4 to star there. Colchester outsiders, but might put in a positive result. Sutton, well, they're priced to perform today. Forest Green have been putting together some good performances, but not expected to today. And Grimsby are given a chance at 2.6. So well worth following these relegation threatened sides who keep consistently surprising. Ask Cambridge United against Barnsley, 1.4 Barnsley. Latest for Cambridge, 2-0 win against a 1.4 shot. Similar story with Peterborough, latest as well. Just a gentle reminder to you, Carlisle, an emphatic win, 3-goal haul against a 1.25 favourite. Why? Look at the standings for Carlisle and you'll understand the motivation. They've got to break into the 30-point barrier, though. They look down. But this stage of the season, you're going to get some unexpected results. So we've got to prepare for that today, even going as far as the Championship as well. We've had the likes of Millwall beating Southampton when not expected to. Is that going to show up here? Probably an earlier match. this one win here away at Southampton. We're not expected to win. Helped a little by a penalty. 1 point against a 1.44 favourite. The winner was actually a penalty for Fleming. So that's a nice set of matches, just to remind you that there could be some surprises. So we're going to have to be a little careful. I've been caught out a couple of times recently with the Peterborough and Barnsley results. So don't automatically assume that the market's got it right. That's what I'm trying to get across. Telling Serie B at 2 o'clock, I'll be around for that. By the time it gets to 3 o'clock, we'll have the second halves beginning. Might have an angle in. And again, get to know your possible newly promoted, newly relegated here. It looks a very generous league as far as, well, promotion semi-finals and a promotion playoff for the quarter-finals. So 8 teams can potentially have a go. And of course, we get the 2 automatic promotion sides in Parma and Venezia. Parma outstanding this season. For Venezia, Cremonese and Como are the nearest rivals. So watch out for their matches today. And as far as the bottom sides is concerned, Lecco look done. 10 points to 31. It's a big ask. Ternana still in with a chance of wriggling out. This is a promotion playoff place. So the relegation sides, their absolute ideal would be 17th and 16th to give them another chance. But we have sides like Bari and Cosenza in a spot of bother as well, far too near to the relegation 5. So plenty in Serie B for us to look at as well. So it's a good old Monday. The Norwegian Elite Serie is beginning today as well. Bodo Glimt, the usual odds-on favourites. Lillestrøm, Molde, familiar names. Rosenborg, Brann, Viking, all odds-on favourites today. Great league to follow. Of course, we're playing blind this afternoon. But this will be one of our summer leagues, along with the Obos-ligaen. We've got likes of Mjøndalen. Vålerenga look to be newly relegated, I think. Kongsvinger, odds-on favourites today. But this is a far tougher coupon to call, as you can tell. First day of the season, of course. Can we trust Bodo Glimt? Can we trust Molde? Can we trust Lillestrøm? They've been the big boys last season. Great to see them back. It's a sign that summer's on the way. Portuguese La Liga, Braga away at Portimonense at 8:15. I'll be done by then. Swedish Allsvenskan, well, not today, but it has begun yesterday. Young boys are away at Iverdon. That would catch my attention at 1:15. Playing newly promoted Iverdon really should get a result, YB, if they're motivated. And I think they will be motivated enough to do so. 3 o'clock then for the live stream. Full details will be here at footballtradingprofits.com's research section. Well, I'll confirm the live stream for you. And if I have any issues, then I'll have an update on Telegram as far as the address we had yesterday. Yesterday's live stream initially was abruptly stopped and then kept replaying, so I had to do a new one. So I'll put the original date here, and any updates nearer to the live stream I'll put on the Telegram for you. Review preview, well, you're watching it, so you know where that is. See you at 3 p.m.